Hello, and welcome to the next installment of Cold Harbour Talks. And today we are with Ronkẹ Adékoluẹjo, who is an amazing actress, performer, creative, all of those things. I'm so excited. The last time that we proper hung out was in rehearsals.
Yeah.
Where I really got to I'm a fan of Ronkẹ.
I'm a fan of yours.
Yeah, don't say that. Well, I've seen Ronkẹ in a number of theatre productions, films, TV, being fantastic. And then when I got to this rehearsal room, I was like, what? No. Like, what the hell? Like, she's absolutely, brilliant. So, open. So, it's like sitting with you in a creative space feels like you go from the depths of yourself and go here. Such a gift. Such a gift.
We have to, though, I think. I think we have to use our depths and we have to use our experiences and the things we've learned about ourselves and learned about each other and strangers, you know? Everyone just wants a bit of love, I reckon.
Yeah.
On a day-to-day basis. If I could hug everyone, apart from the people that be coughing and sneezing and stuff. I mean, there are too many of those. Yesterday, someone coughed on my head.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I'm not going to let you throw me out of my alignment.
Ooh.
And I had a little face mask tucked in my jeans jacket at the time. So I was very passive-aggressive.
And you... Yeah. Right? They need to be spraying saline into the air.
They do. Exactly. I agree. What is it that they have in America? Those aerosol cans.
Yeah, just...
I would have. But other than that, I would love to hug everyone, at least. You know?
And that's how it feels like watching you act.
Oh, yay!
And being in a room with you.
Oh, I'm so glad.
But your career is tremendous. How do you feel about that?
Oh, my career. You know, sometimes I stand in my kitchen and I literally burst out laughing because I'm like, I can't believe acting has allowed me to live like this. I'll be like, it's more than a gift. It's more than a blessing. It's literally, it does feel like a calling.
Yeah.
A vocation. And if you realize or allow yourself to realize that you're being called for something bigger than you, you offer yourself in a different way.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't necessarily become about a career and achievements in that sense. It's not necessarily about I need to perform on this stage or I need to perform opposite this actor or with this director. For me, it's actually about what characters and then what stories, characters and what story are they in that need my vessel and the way that I approach the art, which is with really pretentious reverence. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I think it's time travel.
Yeah.
I think it's sacred. And I think it's really silly. I might swear loads, by the way. I was just about to say silly.
You might swear.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to swear.
No.
I
will refrain as much as I can.
Swear. Otherwise, we'll just use the beep.
Beep. Yeah. You'll just
and then
hear
I'll
beep,
look into camera because that's really funny.
Okay, great. I love it.
Yay! So tell me,
Sorry.
because of the ways in which you the ways in which your career has gone, and also in the ways in which you are so forthright with your creativity in spaces, who were your inspirations, especially other Black women, female presenting actresses?
You know, when I went to RADA, so the reason I went to RADA, right, was I've basically always been a drama queen. I've always gone for the drama, lived in the drama, been about the drama forever. And my drama school teacher, my drama teacher at secondary school, Miss Catherine Cook, brought me some leaflets at the end of sixth form, because I stayed at my secondary school for sixth form, and they were drama school leaflets. And I went off and did my research because I never believe what people tell me on the first app. Suspicion. I'm a Nigerian. Everything is suspicious. And I went and researched, and I realized there were all these other drama schools that my teacher hadn't given me the leaflets for. And one of them was RADA. And Steve McFadden, Phil Mitchell went there.
Yeah.
And listen, EastEnders was a lifeline in my house.
Yeah.
We lived on it. We lived on it. If we did not know what happened on the square, like, it would translate to problems in our household.
I'm so dead.
We loved it. We loved it. And when I found out Phil Mitchell went there, I was like, that's the school I want to go to. And then I went to RADA and I started to learn and become exposed to artists that then changed not only my life and the trajectory of my career. I knew a lot about Americans, Angela Bassett and Loretta Devine.
Yay!
God, I can't get enough of Loretta Devine. Do you know what I mean? Like, Waiting to Excel, Robin Givens, Whitney, like all of these incredible storytellers that would disappear into their art. And I had awareness of that. But then at RADA, I became aware of Marianne Jean-Baptiste.
Yeah.
And Sophia Okonedo. And Wumi Masaku, who's my big, like literally my big sister. I remember being on the district line one day and opening the Metro, and there was this double page spread of a film that Wumi did, I Am Slave, I'll never forget, on Channel 4. And they were praising, from my perspective, praising and interrogating this incredible artist and the capacity of her talent in this piece of art. And I was just remembering, just like, well, and then when I got to third year, Wumi was my buddy, and I was like, yes, yes, get all the way in. And she's a legend, and she's still a big part of my life. So, and then I was blessed enough to go and do The House That Will Not Stand at the then Tricycle, now Kiln.
Oh my gosh, that's the first time I saw you.
I was still a
I
baby.
forgot.
Odette, do you remember when they cut my hair?
Yes. Oh my gosh. And she was like,
yeah.
like, yeah.
And I remember in rehearsal, because they were all like, because my mum, I grew up in a hairdresser's, so I know a lot about hair and how to do it and how to cut it and make it look real and whatever. They're like, oh, we're going to put this on. I was like, no, that's long. I was like, her hair, the person who has revealed herself to me, Odette, has revealed that is, you know, there are times as Black women or Black people where we associate an elevated sense of superiority, I can't say that word properly, because of an asset that actually is out of your control.
Yeah.
You have light green eyes. Oh my God, you must be a higher elevation of a Black person. You have extremely long hair. You must be a heightened elevation of what a Black person is. And I was like, for Odette, her hair is abnormally long.
Yeah.
And that is her value and her currency. So when her mum cuts it, we actually have to feel like we are cutting an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
From our audience have to feel, whoa, what is happening?
Yeah.
And she has to feel completely disconnected from her youth, from her sex, like where she finds what is her attraction, and her mother more than anything. So I was like, we're going to crochet. We took Amigo Canecolon hair. Yeah. So it's a bit kinky, because I didn't want to see no middle part bust down hair. No. I'm not having that. She doesn't have time to straighten her hair in the morning. And it's not relaxed. This is 1800s, bro.
But that's so mad, because this is before like lockdown and George Floyd and all of the conversations that we're having about hair and makeup or racism in theatre. Yeah. And you were like having those conversations. What year was that? I was like 2014,
15 maybe.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years ago. Well, that's because I grew up in a hair shop.
Right.
And I saw hair so often, women's hair. So it made me, I had those dialogues with myself around, and also I saw really bad hairdos. I mean, shout out to my aunties. They did what they could at the time.
Yeah.
With what they had. They made the best. But I saw really bad hairdos, and I would think, as Black women, why do we look like that?
What?
Sometimes it would look like helmet.
Yeah.
Or the hair would start sharp.
But also, you know, like my aunt was a hairdresser, and she would tell people, oh, you have to sleep with your head up. Like this. Like when my mum got married, she slept like this. I mean, it looked good.
It's always gonna look. I mean, if you have to sleep upright, you know that stuff looks good.
Yeah.
But when I was 13 years old, I told my mum I'm not relaxing my hair again. And I think she was a bit like... My mum allowed me to be very expressive with my hair.
Yeah.
So I always had like pink braids or orange hair or blue hair, something happening. But there was a time where I was like, at 13, I was like, I'm not relaxing my hair anymore. I remember that distinctly. And I went to school one day with these like little twists. And people were like, why have you got caterpillars in your hair? Your hair looks like worms or spiders. Oh my gosh, why do you look so ugly today? All of this other stuff. And like, do I think I took offense? You know, when you're in those formative years, being whatever the idea of beautiful is actually one of your main priorities.
Yeah.
But as soon as people started to be like, why does your hair look like worms? I went rogue. Do you know what I mean? I went further.
You did it more.
I'm going to do it more.
Yeah.
Because what does that even mean? This is my hair. So when it got to the play and I was given a gift of being collaborative enough to be like, I believe it is this. This is the story we're telling. I think we should use kinky hair.
Yeah.
But with that idea, because her mum is mixed heritage.
Yeah.
So there is this kind of mixed lineage that goes through Odette. So, but I wanted to make sure when it was cut, it stood up.
Yeah. I remember that. I can't. That's the first time I saw you perform.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
That was
I'm
the first
so
time.
glad. Because I feel like that was the first project that I did. So I'm really deeply grateful to Indu as well. And the entire cast. We was talking about Black women and inspirational. Martina Laird, Michelle Austin, Claire Perkins, Tanya Moody, Aisha Antoine, my big sister. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was surrounded by real juggernauts in the industry in that play. And that there was one day in rehearsal, because I was like, big people are talking, let me keep quiet. And I remember Claire hit me on my arm. And she was like, talk. And I was like, I thought people, you know, big people are talking. She was like, well, if you're in the room, it's because we want your opinion. So talk. And I was like, okay, this is what I think. And they were like,
yeah.
And I was like, rah, I feel like I'm in a collaborative space. I had done a play at the Tricycle before that. And Indu had watched me suffer. And I think that's why Indu, she made me audition, which I respect and love.
Yeah.
I needed to. And I met Marcus Gardley, who wrote the play, My Heart.
I actually came to the post-show talk.
Oh, wow.
Where he spoke.
He's amazing. Oh, I miss him. He's amazing. But it was a gift. That job was a gift. And those women are still in my life.
Look at that. And that's what I think is so magical about, like, when I look at it, like, look, I can go all the way back and see.
It's bad, isn't it?
I can see, but that you're standing on all of these women's shoulders, their legacy is really, really brilliant. I think it's also interesting how you've been able to navigate the more classical or even Shakespeare texts.
Thank you.
Right? Because that isn't something that we can, it's there historically, but it's not as frequent as it is happening right now. I wonder, like, you did the Nigerian adaptation of Three Sisters, and I wondered why you think it's important for us to see those different cultures within those texts.
Well, you know what? What I think is really interesting is that as soon as you allow those characters to exist in these bodies, something else happens anyway.
Yeah.
There's this thing in metaphysics. No, is it metaphysics or just normal physics? Probably normal physics. That as soon as you observe a particle, it shifts. As soon as you put awareness onto something, it moves, it alters. It even, in some essences, changes its shape. So if you put classical text in Black bodies, you change the shape of the classical text. And as soon as you've changed the shape, you make it actually more inviting, more accessible, more there's more ways to get inside it and to understand the universal life lessons, reflections, observations that these great plays have.
Yeah.
And the only reason they're classical great plays is because they still exist in the
Yeah.
zeitgeist of what we as human beings, I guess, like to observe or check in with or learn from as time, years, centuries have gone on, especially in Shakespeare's world. I'm thinking about Shakespeare because I'm doing Shakespeare right now. 1500s.
Yeah.
Where was I last night? I was somewhere. I went to a press night, Clarkson press night, and this kid is in Connecticut because he wants to follow his great-great-grandfather's uncle's cousin's path when they were colonialists. And that was in the 1800s. And I go, rah, they were still finding new land in America 3,000 years? I don't know. I can't count very well.
That's before Christ.
3,000 years is before Christ. 300 years.
Yeah.
It's 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
300 years after these plays were penned. And now in 2025, they exist in my body. That was 2019. In 2019, that character got to exist in my body.
Yeah.
And my mind kind of goes, this is why I think theatre and stories itself is time travel, because had that artist not been courageous or delusional enough
Yeah.
to say, I'm taking this and I'm putting it on paper and you're going to do it and people are going to be moved by it, I'd be out of a job. And I'm like, as soon as we create those spaces for people to be like, that can be my job, we not only inspire and advocate to invite people that don't think that this is an accessible space for them, but we empower them into doing it. And that's why I think classical texts are, it's a part of our faculty.
Yeah.
It's within us.
Yeah, and also what it does is it destabilizes it, right? I think that new writing is incredible.
Yeah, I love
but
new
it's but it's those plays that we go, oh, that's not for us. But as soon as we insert ourselves into those characters, we go, it is.
Yeah.
Come
It
and
is.
see yourself.
It's ours.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, I don't even know. It was what I was saying before about being a vessel and allowing these characters to find you. I don't even know if it's us going to them or if it's them going, hey, we need you now.
Yeah.
We've seen all of those versions. We love those
Yeah.
versions. Thank you for allowing those versions to exist. We actually need your body now because we want to know what this version exists. The characters are eternal.
Yeah.
These are immortal bodies, entities that kind of float above us in this world of art and spirituality and metaphysics.
Yeah.
And then when someone, a producer, a writer, a director, a building says, hey, let's hold space for that, these characters come down. And they're like, okay, we want Danny King.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your name is not Danny King. Your name's
No, it's
Danny
Bailey.
Did you see my brain go like, do you see my brain go, do-do-do-do-do-do? That's not right. But you are a king.
Yes, I am.
King Danny Bailey.
I prefer to be a prince.
Oh, okay, Prince Danny Bailey.
Yeah. It's more like gentle.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I hear it. Soft life.
Yes, every time. So you've done so much. What has been your favorite project?
Babe, the ones that I haven't done yet.
Ooh.
I know. Pretentious.
Yeah.
But truly, because like every project that I have done has come with its own challenges. And in those challenges, it's where I find I've grown the most. Even when I hate it. Hate is too strong of a word. Even when I am uncomfortable about it. Even when it makes me feel, when resistance is born in me, is when I grow the most, right? And those then end up becoming my favorite projects because I'm like, oh, wow, look at the relationship that was born, or look at what the person that I was when I started to the person that I am afterwards, or look at what that character taught me. So I can't have one favorite from something that I've done. I have favorites for ones that I don't even know are coming yet.
Yeah.
And when it comes to me, I'm like, wow. Like now doing Viola, I'm like, I genuinely say to people, I was like, these are the best days of our lives.
Yeah. Literally. It's quite scary, isn't it?
It is.
It is quite scary. Currently I'm in The
Harder They Come.
at Stratford East. Not a plug. But
You have to. Let's go get this live. I'm here for it.
Yeah. But it's so interesting, like, having like the elders come in, people who've seen that show 20 years ago, and like you were saying, like these characters have just been floating about
Yeah.
and they've gone,
Yeah, right?
I choose you.
Yeah, right?
Daddy, I choose you. Like,
Yeah.
hey, come on.
Yeah, right? And you feel like that
Yeah.
as well. Because it energizes you. When you're on stage, nothing else exists. I mean, that
Nothing.
depends artist to artist, right? Some people
Yeah.
can't, and that's their bag. But when we're on stage, nothing else exists.
It's like,
You're there.
it's sacred space.
Such sacred space.
Sacred space. And then I wonder, like, where, obviously at Brixton House today, and we're talking about like the stage being a sacred space, a spiritual space. I wonder what your thoughts of it, what a building like this could do for a community. A lot of the conversations that we've been having is about the vibration, the history that is in the fabric of Brixton. So what does a spiritual theatrical space do for the community?
For me, I feel like, especially a theatre, it's a home. It's a home. I mean, it's a home for the spirits of the characters that have existed in the buildings. It's a home for the characters that people come in. Do you know what I mean? Like the people that come from outside into the building.
Yeah.
It's a home for the people that work here, their character. It's and for a community, I guess, because it is entirely in its nature ridiculous what we do.
It is, isn't it?
Babes, honestly, we go and put on random clothes that they choose. Well, collaboratively, they can choose for you, or you choose yourself, depending on how you work. You stand under some lights. Maybe you're mic'd, maybe you're not. Do you know what I mean? And for the next 3-ish hours, or less, depending on if you're a great... Anyway, that's what subjective opinion. You transcend space and time. That's mad, right?
Yeah.
And once you create a space for madness like that to exist in, when the outside world of structure, boundaries, timekeeping, transportation, feelings, emotions, all of these other stuff that exist outside of the actual internal landscape, when that gets too much, you get to come in here and experience madness.
Yeah.
And that is so good for your health, I think. It is comforting. It is a little bit like, oh, none of this is that deep. Because when you come and watch someone play a monkey on stage, right? Monkey is the wrong word. It's only because I'm thinking of a child's show where I had to do a reading. But anyway.
That's so funny.
Listen, okay, wait, guys. I'm not playing monkeys for white people.
I'm so dead.
Well, you come in and you basically roll on stage. There's a part of 12th Night where I'm listening to the priest, who's played by this incredible actor called JJ. I was saying before, he's 22, he's amazing, he's on stage at the Globe, literally just being fantastic. And he's playing a priest and he's doing this absolutely silly voice. He's got a funny white beard on. This guy's 22. He's got this beard on. It's like, chiffon. He looks ridiculous. And I'm rolling on the floor in pain. I'm doing all. It's ridiculous. You invite people to come and see that. They get to just go, oh, it's really not that deep, is it?
Yeah.
That's why I think theatres are important for communities.
Oh, it's so freeing.
It's
just
so
the way
freeing.
that you like have described it. I know that, like, especially in communities that are like rapidly like changing, and even within our politics and our economy, everything can feel so rigid.
Yeah.
You know?
And relentless.
Yeah, and especially coming from African or Caribbean cultures or heritage, you can sometimes forget living in this England that you are a creative being.
Absolutely.
When you get, I sometimes catch myself and I'm like, the other day I twerked on a forest bike.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I was like, that's my right. But somebody told me.
It's your right.
Somebody told me that I couldn't do that.
You can't do that.
And I was like, no, this is this is so intrinsic, not only to us as African or Caribbean people, but just as human
Yes,
beings.
move your
And
body.
I guess being in a theatrical space is a reminder that you too can do that.
Yes, and must when the urge takes you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I saw a quote that says, if you don't dance in a day, the day is wasted. And I'm like, I have to laugh and I have to dance every day.
Yeah.
Even if I'm pissed off. And then it's even funnier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
Cramping. And all of a sudden you feel better.
Yeah. Release. It's out of here.
It is.
Because
truly.
that's the thing, isn't it? Because when we look at like the ways in which you're looking from like African cultures through the Middle Passage into Caribbean cultures to where we are now, all of those histories are carried orally through theatre, through all of these things.
And the body, right?
Yes, exactly. But at some point like I remember, this wasn't a personal experience of mine because my mum was always like, go and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But for
Nice.
a lot of people who are of Black cultures or from Black communities, it's this feeling that this career is not, you can't do that thing. I wonder if you had any advice or any words of encouragement, not for the person who wants to go and do the thing, but for the parent or the auntie or the uncle or...
Yeah, that's such a good question and opportunity, actually, because when they doubt, it's because they care and they want you to have some sense of security. I think risk is our biggest gift that we can have, I guess, autonomously. I think for our aunties, uncles, mums, dads, older siblings sometimes that might not want you to pursue a career or even just to experience the art. It is a more fulfilling space to have the person that you love and you want to be secure and safe and protected. It's a much more fulfilling and fruitful space if they pursue that which makes their soul sing. And it could be anything. Art doesn't necessarily have to express itself through being in front of the camera or even behind the camera. Like prop makers are some of my favorite people in the world because it is an invisible art and nobody will know. But the commitment, the diligence and the passion for it is so gorgeous. I love being on set and watching the art department work because they'll be like, oh, this sign looks a bit clean. Can we dirty it up a bit? Detail. God is in the details. I think for the people that want us to feel the most secure, empower that journey, because creativity or existing in the place of creative flow is it's being in an alignment with that a different frequency that is not bound. And if you want your person that you love to feel limitless, encourage them on that journey. It's a rough journey. But like I said before about favorite projects, every single challenge, every single rough part not only made the project better, but made me better. So if that person that you love and you're worried about, you have doubts about them, it will actually make them better by going through that journey. Narrow path.
I love that, limitless.
Because I don't think we're born to be limited. As humans. Unlimited. Don't make me sing yet. I think when you really deep it, so it's really funny because I'm very artistically driven as a person, and I was good at sciences, but I was never really interested in science. As an adult, I'm, I guess, more honing my craft. I've become obsessed with science and physics, chemistry, and our biology. And once you kind of really pull apart what it means to be an alive human being,
Yeah.
we are truly limitless.
Yeah.
Just punch cells vibrate really fast.
Literally.
And we walk around and we ordain ourselves, dress ourselves. We have thoughts, consciousness, ideas. Sometimes I'll stand and look at architecture and be like, someone thought of that.
Yeah. And it just is there.
It's here and it will live.
Like Brixton House.
Like Brixton House. You walk up to the building, you're like, someone thought of this. It's like, I'm going to make that happen. Oh, the courage. I love that.
Yeah.
I love courageous people. I don't think we're born to be limited. I think that's how you get a workforce.
Yeah. So,
9 till 5.
I wonder, I saw you at Black Power Desk at the press night. How did that make you feel? Like, being in the audience, it was like electrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I was screaming.
Yeah.
There were some parts where I was like, literally like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And to be a part of that audience was so incredible.
It was.
And
It
also
truly was.
speaks to a few things that you were speaking about beforehand, about how watching people roll around on the floor, not that anyone's running around the floor in Black Power Desk, but performing can change or make you remove you from the limiting society that we are in. I just wonder how that experience was for you.
Well, to be honest, I think I was too close because I was on the front row.
Right.
I still had the beep. It's the only way I could describe it. Absolute, incredible, outstanding time.
Yeah.
My only wish was that I was in the middle so that I was also engulfed in the energy. Because it felt like the energy was coming back from behind me. And because I was so in front of the actors, I didn't want to behave in a...
To scream.
Do you know what I mean? I definitely still screamed.
Yeah.
But there was one point where Rochelle was singing and I could have gripped her up.
Yeah.
I was so moved. Jesus.
Rochelle is incredible. I love her so much.
I mean, that very first, was it the very first? I mean, I'm moving from, this is what the play made me feel. I remember the very first song, Is It Because I'm a Woman?
Yeah.
And I was sat in the front row and I said, is it because we're women? Ask me the question, sir. I want to know. And then there was one point, and even the details, those minute details, like when Rochelle changed the wig, and we went from an Afro wig to the fringe with the flick out.
Yeah.
It's giving, I don't even know what kind of hairstyle, which...
This is what it's giving.
Do you know what I mean?
You always have to do that because...
It's making me think of, say my name. Was it LaToya in that? There's one of them that's got...
Yeah. And the bang.
Yeah, and the bang. And I was like, even in that little gesture of wanting to assimilate because you think it's going to help you survive, it's the entire... Do you know what I mean? It's what would you call it? A tagline, the subtext of a play about what these characters are going through. This idea of needing to survive constantly, but also the way music exists in Black bodies, and then having this Irish character come in, and the way we're all connected. Like, I love talking about the relationship we have with Ireland and the Irish, especially with the Caribbean culture as well. I started watching House of Guinness, and this idea of just taking an idea like over the Americas and all of this other, like, we're constantly moving, shifting what we are and who we are with each other. And Black Power Desk was so activating, actually. Being in the audience was activating. I was having a conversation at one of my friends' house not long ago. The actor A. Papula, I hope he doesn't mind me exposing him, but he was like, he doesn't like the way Black people behave in the theatre. And I was like, why not? He was like, there's a time and place for it. And I'm like, the theatre is the time and place for it. If they want to talk, they should, because the artists made them feel that. He was like, yeah, but people get out Tupperware of food. So yeah, if they are hungry, they must chop.
I remember one time I used to work with this theatre group, and I was a facilitator for a group of kids, and we went to the Old Vic, and in the interval they went to the chicken shop and they brought the chicken in because that's where they felt comfortable. And I was not going to tell them not to do that, because that's me then perpetuating the fact that they don't belong there.
This is your house.
Yeah.
This is your house. However you see fit, according to what is being shown, I'm like, it's all like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Even if you wanted to stand up and say, sing that song again.
Yeah.
I'm ready to stay here for 4 hours. I would have said, I agree. Tell her.
I love that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I love that.
I paid for my ticket.
Yes.
Sing that
Sing
song.
again. Again.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, it was so special to witness, actually.
There were parts in it, like when I won't give away the story, but there were bits where
songs away.
where they were like plot twists and people were screaming.
They screamed when he came out the door.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I knew
suspicious.
from the beginning. I knew. Uriel, you ain't slick.
Nah. When he came in and he started ordering food, I said,
"You're too bright."
I said,
"You're too bright."
I'm not sure, but let me take my notes. Start to study this guy.
About your singing.
Yeah.
So what in terms of like Uriel's piece is a great example of like really great innovative writing. I wonder what your hopes and vision is for like writers and theatre makers in the future.
You know, I think that it goes back to being limitless. I think our stories can exist on all planes. And we as audiences as well have the capacity to hear, see, feel bigger narratives. Those narratives are also accept like we love them. Our kitchen sink dramas, our individual overcoming, triumphing. We love that. I think what I'm most excited about is being able to I'm waiting for my I'm about to expose myself. I have a voice. Everybody has the conscious voice. You've seen this voice, actually.
I've got 3.
In the rehearsal room. Where someone's just like, this is what you need to say. But I'm like, oh, tell me what it is that I need to say. Where it's like, okay, I think I'm really into science fiction and anime and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And the way they tell stories, because those worlds are not bounded in reality. And I think what I'm really excited about theatre, because theatre is theatrical. Give me the pyrotechnics. Beep. Give me the pyrotechnics. Give me the grand I want to say Greek, but let's say African scale of storytelling. I want to see mask work. I want to see sound. I remember I was in Manchester. It was the French. Was it a French touring company or a Swedish touring company? I was doing a play, and then I think the play had finished, and I was there for an extra week, and I want to go watch this show, and they had no set.
Yeah.
But we transcended different times. We went different places. There was snow. They had this snow machine, and then this person climbed up a ladder, and all of a sudden she was a Disney princess. And I was like, what am I watching? And then there was this massive. They had these little inflatables, and then they kept blowing air into these inflatables, and they became huge. And this little human came out between the inflatables and was looking up, was having these relationships with giants. And I was like, am I still in Manchester?
Yeah.
I was like, this is theatre. So that's what I hope for writers, is that they don't feel like, because I think there are a lot of people that get involved when it comes to writing a project.
Yeah.
And yours might be absolutely avant-garde and familiar and unrecognizable. How do we even put this on stage? But I hope that those writers go, we should.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to change it.
And to find a way, please. We don't need another musical adaptation of Matilda. I beg.
What would be the next one that they do? Lilo and Stitch or something. Do you know what I mean?
That might be cool, but no, for the kids. For the kids.
I'd be there.
Yeah. For the kids, that's cool, but we don't need another Pretty Woman.
Oh no. I don't think so. Nah. I don't think we need that. Maybe a little Pocahontas. Not the I want a stage one so I can sing.
The one that I would like is Bring It On, but the Solange version. Shabuya. Oh, and you can bring back Sister Act. You can do Sister Act 2 adaptation. Musical. That's what we can have.
We wouldn't mind.
Yeah, give it to me. We need that.
We do. We deserve that.
I want it.
I think we deserve it.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. So, from EastEnders to the globe. And I love that you started off talking about EastEnders as well.
We have
because
to.
it's the community.
It
It
is.
literally reflects where we step outside.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially whenever I come out of Brixton Station, there is always something for me to go, this is an alternate reality. This isn't. There is something so dystopian about Brixton and Stratford.
Yeah.
You stand outside the station and you're like,
Okay.
right.
We're here.
But one thing I would say about EastEnders and even Shakespeare, going back to the question that you asked about classical, they are different styles of storytelling. And the issue that I think we have as humans is we like to hierarchicalize. Is that a word?
Yeah.
We like to try and put things in order of their importance or their value. Right? We value high expensive art. Give me an Apple TV show, HBO. Give me all of this because it means it's of high value.
Yeah.
I could never do a soap, you know, and I'm like, Phil Mitchell shuts it down.
Every single time.
Give him an Oscar.
Yeah.
Steve McFadden deserves all of the highest accolades.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? All of those people. And also to commit to a character, like that and live with them in alignment for how many years? Angela Winter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For how many years?
I love Angela Winter.
I love. Did you watch If I at the Royal Court when she does this speech? Shout out Debbie Tucker Green. Because that's someone that also changed my life quite young as well. I did Stoning Mary for my RADA auditions. Barely anybody knows that play.
Yeah.
And it's just, the speech that I did is just repetition because the person that I portrayed in my auditions is about to be stoned for being queer, if I remember correctly. And her mum or her sister comes in and says, nobody signed your petition. And all my character goes is not the professional, not the black, not the white, not that I got something to do today, not the sleep with other men. Sorry, I'm swearing the whole time. This is a play. It's a play. It's a play.
I was in the zone.
Anyway, that's fine. In Angela Winter, when she did FI, so that I stopped swearing, she does this incredible speech where she tells people that are questioning her, before the leaves turned from green to brown, before the wind blew, before gold became money, before this happened, before that happened, before this happened, she goes on this epic journey about talking about the essences of what make us human. And Angela Winter at the end goes, I was here. Bruh!
Yeah, that's crazy.
With her voice, I was like, I've got goosebumps right now.
Yeah,
thinking about it.
even when you're telling me, I'm like, we're gonna have on the recording.
Listen, I was like, literally in my body, I went, it's the middle of the show. So, oh my God. I had never in my life, and when Marion Jean-Baptiste did Hang at the Royal Court as well, your whole body goes.
Yeah.
It is just, and that also is a different style of storytelling to EastEnders. It's a different style of storytelling to Shakespeare. It's a different style of storytelling to Oscar Wilde. Even the high-level drama, it's all just different styles of storytelling. And it's about learning to honor each of them and love and appreciating each of them, then going, oh, that one is beneath us. This one is superior. We only like this actor when they do this or when they don't do that. Do you know what I mean? Because actors are supposed to do it all.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to flop sometimes as well. I feel like when we continue, especially as Black artists, to project a relentless ideal of Black excellence, we don't allow us the opportunities to learn where we could have been better.
Yeah, or to fall into beautiful mistakes.
Yeah.
That are like, oh my gosh, I would have never have explored that thing had I not had the permission to flop. I love that. And finally, we've been talking a lot about like these characters floating around that are waiting to come down. I wonder, we've spoken a lot about like, what would you say to people who are here. What if you had a love letter that you could say to the characters that you've played and the characters that you're yet
Oh,
to play,
wow.
what would you say?
Oh, wow. I mean, it, to begin with, all I can is just thank you, absolute gratitude. It's those thank you and gratitude are not enough words to try to measure the journey on which I have been gifted, and each of those characters, and it's becoming more intense now as I continue to go on this journey, have gifted me with a lesson that has stayed with me for the rest of my life. And my love letter to them is thank you for not only choosing this body and choosing this mind, choosing this process, and allowing me to go on the journey with them as the characters, but also thank you for gifting me with life lessons that nobody else, no real physical human could ever give me. And that is unlike anything else when you're being gifted by spirits that I guess somebody else had created for you. I'm really fascinated by Carl Jung, the psychoanalyst, analyst, and he talks about creative imagination. And people often said he was mad because of the diaries he kept and the visions that he had. And he was really interested in accessing his subconscious mind and acknowledging or comprehending, in a way, if we can access future events with vision, right? And he talks about I was listening to the Red Book that he wrote, and there's this journey of this giant that goes, and this is all just his imagination. It's like when I create these character books and I write these answers to these questions, that it's all just imagination and creative art. And he talks about going on this epic excursion with this giant who became tired, and he had to carry the giant over these hills and these mountains and all this impossible feat. And once the giant was carried, the giant was like, I've never been held like that before.
Yeah.
I needed you, and you think you are so small. And that's my love letter to these characters, is that I needed you, and you think you're my job. You think you're this little thing that comes in my life. I get to frolic around and then go home, but you carry me. You carry me on the journey again and again and again and again. And when I get off and the play's done and you bow, or you go home at the end of rap and everyone's clapped for you and they're giving you your flowers or whatever, and you sit in your house, I'm just like, I'm different, and I'm so thankful. I mean, it'll be interesting when I start playing serial killers and stuff. You know what I mean? I'll have to say thank you to those characters as well. But I'm so thank you, and and I hope this is the ending of my love letter, that as they continue to live on and exist and choose other vessels to occupy for that time that they need, that they gift what they have gifted me to others as well.
Wow. That was enriching. That was really, really enriching. Thank you so much, Ronkẹ. Thank you so much for being on Cold Harbour Talks.
Thank you for having me, Cold Harbour Talks.
Yeah.
And Prince Danny Bailey.
Yay! I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.